Tea time. Did you hear the story the woman told on here about how she was sold into human trafficking when she was just a teenager? Like literally after they abused her and they conditioned her mind, they upgraded her to become a worker at the truck stop, like a lot Lizzard. Her job was to walk around in circles around the truck stop and wait for the men in the trucks to flash their lights at her. Once they flashed their lights, she knew that they wanted to buy her services. She said it was so demeaning because they was not making any money. The services were sold for super cheap, and she had to sleep with between 14 and 30 men every single day. Another one of her responsibilities was to recruit other women to work for her manager, her daddy. And she would do it by telling them, oh, my daddy is amazing. He gives us days off. We got a nice house. You know, he treats us very well. And she would do that so that at the end of their shift, she would take the money from them that they made and give it to her daddy. Well, one of her other coworkers, who was her daddy's favorite girl, actually met a client, one of the truckers, and fell in love with him. So she was getting ready to leave. And when they noticed that, the daddy was very upset. He was angry because she was his most trusted worker. So she had the keys to his house, the keys to his money. She had access to everything, and he didn't want her to leave with that access. So he told the girl who's telling the story, you better go back and get my keys or I'm gonna. So she was scared and she was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. The girl is not just gonna give it up to me. Plus she's with a man. Well, she hung around the truck stop until she saw the truck pulling off. And as the truck was pulling off with the girl in it so she could leave with him, she said she jumped on the back of the truck and just held on. Like she literally holding on to the truck while they traveling the interstate. She said after a couple miles, they finally stopped. She jumped out, ran up to the lady, punched her in her face, grabbed the keys, and ran back to her daddy so she can give him the keys. And when she did, she was proud that she did it. But he looked at her and was like, I can't believe you jumped on the back of the truck to get this. And you know what I'm going to do for you? Her reward was to take an hour off work.